everyone. Knowledge of language is the doorway to wisdom by Roger Bacon. A very good afternoon to all of you who are present here today. It has been an absolute pleasure to have been worked with my team, the Lioness Ladies. So, today we will be deliberating on the topic what are the significant ways that written and spoken English should be taught differently at university levels. So we are going to be more specific. Before we start on with our topic, let me introduce my Lioness Ladies.
I'm Kavin Chamacha.
I'm Farhat Imtiaz.
I'm Hajira Zakaria.
Rameshya Samran.
And last not by least, I am Shazia Intisam. So let us dive into our presentation today, and Kavindi will be our first presenter.
Thank you, Sasha. As we all know, language can mainly be divided into two main aspects. They are spoken language and written language. Written language is the language where we use to write. And also there are two main skills such as reading skills and writing skills. Then it comes to spoken language. Spoken language is the way we use to speak, and it's a two speakers or listener and speaker are same place. Then they can correct any mistakes and they can change as they go along. Now I come to my point. Now then we see the differences between spoken language and written language. So here I divided in many categories such as skill, age, components and complexity. Now we can see the differences between these categories. When it comes to skill, spoken language involves speaking skills and listening skills, and written language involves reading skills and writing skills. So in contrast, spoken language is older than written language, and written language is not older than as spoken language. When it comes to features of speaking language, would be tone, pitch and volume. When it comes to written language, it's heading, punctuations and layout. So my final point is complexity. When it comes to spoken language, it's more informal and simple than written language. When it comes to written language, is formal and complete than spoken language. So thank you. Now I hand over Ms. Sasha.
Okay, thank you very much, Kavindi, for teaching us about the difference between spoken and written language. Okay, so before we dive into the nitty-gritties of our topic, we need to look into a little bit of history with regard to how this took place in all over our country, the English. Okay, so with regard to English, I believe all of you might agree, it all started when the Brits invaded Sri Lanka, isn't it? So in 1976, the British invasion took place, and that is how it all started. And in 1833, Colebrooke Cameron came up with an English learning policy which discouraged the vernaculars Sinhala and Tamil. English language education was recognized important, though the reforms in 1946 introduced that the regional tongues should be implemented. And also, to promote broader global prospects, English language was considered important in 1980s, and it was taught, and the English language was taught in most of the universities and school education system. And it has been and continues to be one of the main languages, the language of higher education, commerce and technology, science and private sector employment. So now we get into the nitty-gritties of our topic, and I hand over the stage to my dear friend Michelle.
Thank you, Shazia. Well, to begin with, I will start with the current English language proficiency levels of university students in Sri Lanka. So when we talk about the current proficiency levels, actually we must not forget to talk about the policies in that is in the university levels. So first, it is about pre-education. So when you in pre-education, the Sri Lankan government had provided the freedom to all its citizens since the implementation of its free education policy in October 1945. So this policy was based on the concept of the right to education, tuition-free education from basic education level to the university education levels in Sri Lanka. So let's have a look at what is the eligibility to enter into the university in Sri Lanka, right? So according to a circular issued by the Minister of Education in the year 2008, beyond this level of school education, English had been as a medium of instruction in a specified set of subjects. In the Sri Lankan school education system, the English language becomes a core subject at the senior secondary level, which is grade 10 and 11. Hence, from 2012, the subject General English becomes a mandatory subject in the curriculum, which requires a minimum pass to be eligible to enter a university in Sri Lanka. So now let's have a look at the students who enter into university, the backgrounds of these students. So basically rural background, so that's what we were focusing on, basically the suburban, urban and all of the other areas as well. So the written and spoken English of the rural students in considerably, we can say it is poorer than of the urban group. Majority of the students enrolling in the degree programs have either come from the suburb or the rural areas and had difficulties in learning the English language due to the lack of proper coaching throughout the course of the school career. So as such, it appears that the students had not realized the importance of English language until they enter university or later approach to the job market seeking good positions. So to claim this as a confirmation, in an interview with Dr. Romala Rasool, Director of Postgraduate Institute of English at Open University, I will play a small conversation clip to you of what she had to tell about students who are entering university from rural backgrounds.
Farhat.